Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our Swadhyay online reading retreat labs. So it presents the power of SAP, the gateway to spirituality. It's the Gita daily series we have just started few days back. And here recipe refers to Sambandha, Abhidaya, and Prayojan, not your traditional ERP software, which is very popular and it touches 77% of the world's transactions in the as we speak. So now let's move on to our mind map where we are in. So in the last session, we have finished one part of the Bhagavad Gita 10.10. And today we are going to start the second part of it. And we will repeat the translation today again. And then we will read from the Gita for Daily Enrichment series guide. So Bhagavad Gita 10, chapter number 10, entitled The Opulence of the Absolute. In that verse number 10, it said, to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. And we will go to our translations. So already we have read the translation and purport in the previous session. We will directly go to the daily Bhagavad Gita for daily enrichment series and we will read the reflections from there. During our journey, so it says 10.10 says, and the title has transform pains and strains into gains, right? Same has been also mentioned in the mind map. During our journey through life, we sometimes feel disheartened by the pains of yesterday and strains of today. The pains of yesterday are all the past reversals that had punctured our morale. The strains of today are all present obstacles that are deflating our morale. So it's an example of the cycle. You can think about it. Puncture, deflating, all these are, right? How can we maintain our spirits in such situations, right? So puncture our morale and deflating again. So pains of yesterday and strains of today. How can we maintain our spirits in such situations? Gita wisdom encourages us by expanding our definition of gains in life's journey. So we have to expand our definition of gain in life's journey. We are souls meant to rejoice eternally in a loving relationship with Kṛṣṇa. So from the perspective of our eternal identity, anything that brings us closer to Kṛṣṇa is a gain. Anything that brings us closer to Kṛṣṇa is a gain. And even if it is a total loss at the material level, by this broadened understanding, we see that all our past pains were gains because they contributed to the experiences that brought us to Kṛṣṇa. And even the present strains can be gains if we use them as spurs to go to closer to Him. So spurs meaning a device is small spike, a spiked pill, rider's pill, right? So things that prompts or encourages someone, an incentive. This is the more contextual here. As things, that's the understanding here. Gita wisdom offers us this profoundly positive outlook towards life, not just at a conceptual level, but also at a practical level. When we serve Kṛṣṇa lovingly, He gives us the dynamic intelligence by which we can integrate and utilize yesterday's pains and today's strains into our devotional growth pathway so that they become tomorrow's gains. So it's a very powerful sentence here. This special Kṛṣṇa bestowed intelligence, which the Bhagavad Gita 10.10 calls as buddhi-yoga, enables us to act in ways that the burdensome situations go materially while we grow spiritually. So Kṛṣṇa bestowed intelligence, which is referred as the buddhi-yoga. Yeah, so we will repeat this sentence. When we serve Kṛṣṇa lovingly, He gives us the dynamic intelligence by which we can integrate and utilize yesterday's pains and today's strains into our devotional growth pathway so that they become tomorrow's gains, right? When we thus see that we can succeed and are in fact succeeding at the spiritual level, then the sense of burden caused by the dreary material situation disappears from our heart. Thus energized, we act to the best of our capacity, even at the material level, and thereby increase the possibility of succeeding at that level too. We'll repeat the translation of this verse again. So, to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So, we will go back to our mind map and we will just mark it as a green as we have completed. Transform pains and strains. So, pain from the past and strains from the current situation, present. We can convert it into the gains. Okay. So how we have already understood it from the verse itself, right? So we will now stop here, and same thing will be will be uploaded into our playlist of Gita Daily Series, and keep a watch on that. And if you have missed the session, and we will continue to read from this series, right? We will stop here. Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna.